Okay, now with the chipboard, I've gone along the top edges everywhere and added strips all along, and this is further reinforcement, and I'm going to do the same here. So what I do now is I've got to measure from this inside corner here to this outside inside corner, and it's 9 1/8 inches, but I'm going to cut 2 strips, 2 of these at 9 inches. Now both of these are going to be, the glue is going to be in the valley, because these are going to fit, right up on top here, just like this. So let's get some glue. And then lay this on, and your score, get it kind of in the middle, but press along here so that you can see the markings of the box, the width of the box, and then mash down on both sides. Now let's do the other side. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Put that up there. And then press it down. This will help support the top of the box, and it also covers up the corrugated holes. All right, come on, get on there. It covers up these unsightly corrugated holes. See, and it gives it more of a finished look. Makes it look a little bit more unprofessionally professional, whatever. Alright, so now this we're going to measure, and 6 inches is going to be the size that I'm going to use. So I'm going to get 2 more strips and cut them at 6 inches. Yeah. So now put the glue. Is that thing still recording, or has it gone off? Oh my God. I guess it's still recording. Alright, now we'll put this in there and press on and pinch down. Okay, now the last side. Okay, this is the last one. Okay, there's the last one. Now you can stop here. Now you can paint the, let this glue dry overnight. Give this like 24 hours to cure out and hold the paper and, whatever. But now you have got a really good, strong box. And you made it yourself. Okay, now, like I started to say, you can paint the box along the edges, inside and outside, and then put your paper on, glue your paper on. You'll have to wait for the paint to dry. So wait for this to dry first. Leave this overnight, and then you can start your decorating process. And you can leave it without the lids if you want to see what's in there. Like if you have spools of those long lengths of ribbons that come on those plastic bolts, I guess. You can stand them up so you can see your ribbon. I'll put this on the shelf. If the next thing I will be going over is making the lid. And making the lid is going to be about the same as making the box, only shorter. Alright, now it's time to go clean my brush out. Okay, now we are going to we're going on to the lid. And what we're going to do is we're going to measure across, and you need to add about 1/8 of an inch on each side. So this is 6 1/8. About 6 5/8 inch wide. I have to write my measurements on here or I'll forget it. And then the length, nine and 3/4. 9 3/4. All right, now the reason why you need to make this 1/8 of an inch wider on each side is because the lid has to fit. The lid has to be able to fit down. It has to be able to go on and have room to fit. Okay, so now our lid, the lid top is what I'm going to measure for on this piece that's left over. And I'm going to do 9 3/4 inches. I wonder how much I've got. Okay, this is just barely. So we're going to do the same thing all over again. 9 3/4. Let's make some tick marks. And we are going to connect the dots. And then we're going to cut this. Now 6 5/8. Okay, this is, all right, that's 9 3/4. All right, we'll go this way. 6 5/8. All right, now this should, if I measured right, okay. Put your box on top of the thing that you cut, and there should be an overhang all the way around. Well, okay. Yeah, all right, I think this will work. It'll probably be just a little bit too big. All right, now what was this? So this is the box top. Now we need to do the sides, and the sides are going to be 1.5 inches. Now I got to get my last piece of cardboard. And I'm going to make two at 9 3/4. Now, just like we did on the box, the bottom and the 2 long sides. So I'm going to do 2 at 9 3/4 by 1.5. Let's just do 1.5 inches. I'm making sure that the ruler is out on the edge flush. Now, I'm going to connect the dots. So now I'm going to cut this. So let's see if I can get 9 3/4. All right, now let's see. So this is 1.5 and 9 3/4. And if you mark your papers, your cuts, then when you got a bunch of other things, then, oh, wait a minute. Whatever this is, I think is going to fit right on. What is that supposed to be? 6 5/8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is one. All right, so this is 1.5 by 6 5/8. So I need to do that once again. And here's a piece that I've had That's 9 3/4. So let's cut, this is a scrap piece, so let's cut this at 1.5 inches. So 1.5 and 9 3/4, or 9 3/4. Okay, now I need to so this one then is going to be 1.5. Whoops, turn this way. I have a crease in here and I'm not going to use that in. I'm going to work on this side of it. So I'm going to do 1.5. Okay, so now I need this 6 5/8. One and a half and 6 5/8. Okay, so here are the lid pieces for the box. And after having made the box, do you know what's coming next? I bet you do. Okay, before we go any further, check your supply of structure strips, because now we're going to need them. Make them ahead and you will be happy, very happy. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 4 at 9 3/4. And then just like before, the groovy side gets bent. Oh, I gotta go get my brush. It's soaking in soapy water. Okay, just squeeze out the excess moisture. Now we're going to have 2 valleys and 2 mountains. And so let's get our pieces over here. And see the bow? That's going to be okay. It's going to be alright. Don't freak out, because we'll get it put on there. Alright, so now I'm going to put those off to the side. Now, the 2 valleys, just like we did before. Okay. And get this started. Don't go all the way up to the, whoops, all the way up to the fold line. Just get it on there, just like that. Okay, now line that up there. Get it flush, top to bottom. And get that pressed on there good. Okay. And with one of the mountains, okay. So now we'll put this on the inside and press down into the fold, the groove, and then press these down. Turn it on its edge. Stand it up and press it down. And then just wipe up that glue with a damp paper towel. It's fine. No biggie. Okay, now the valley. You gotta leave enough room in there. See where the fold is? You gotta leave enough room in there so that when you put the side piece on. Okay, now this one is the one that's bowed. So I've got to do a little bit of forcing. And I'll do that as I bring the strip up. And I will force it further. See? See, the bow is out of it pretty much now. All right. Now on the mountain. Good grief. I was in the middle of doing laundry today, washing our bed, when my pipes started making a strange noise. So it seems, and then now we got water running out from underneath the house. So the people say that the drain just needs to be snaked out, and that's what they're doing now. Okay. So now see, no more bow, nice and straight. No major problem.